Hello, I'm here, Shade Street on this very, very busy, noisy Saturday afternoon. I thought I'd have a walk in and around the city centre before I made this video. Like I've said before, maybe it's me, I've got this all wrong and there's no cultural transformation. It's probably 27 years working the doors, getting all these knocks on the head has somehow impaired my powers of observation, but the more I walk in and around, the more I keep seeing cultural change. So I don't believe it is my powers of observation that are impaired in any way, shape or form. I do believe, because I can see that our city is being changed. It is being changed faster than what even Joe Owens imagined, right? It's the 26th of January. It's a Saturday. Anyone in the city centre to know will bear witness to the change unfolding. It's unbelievable. I mean, there's probably a better word than that, but trust me, right, it is changing quicker and quicker than even, as I say, I imagined. And at this rate, like I've said before, what is our glorious city going to be like in 10 years' time? In fact, what's it going to be like in 5 years' time, let alone 10 years' time? The speed of cultural transformation is literally shocking. It's like someone has opened the door and all the new arrivals have ran through. It's scary, it's shocking, and even more so is the fact none of our so-called politicians are prepared to talk about it. They don't want to discuss it. They just want to pretend it doesn't exist. And we all close our eyes, it'll go away. No one's listening to Joe Owens, and he'll get fed up soon and pack up his bags and off he'll go. Well, that's not happening, trust me. I'm in this for the duration because I've got to. This is my city. This is where I live, right? We've got to think of our children and grandchildren's future. It really is unbelievable. As I said, I've been walking in and around the city centre, and the change it's all for people to see. I haven't, sorry sir. So it's there for all to see, right? That's what I thought. I said, right, have a walk in and around, Joe. You may have got this wrong, you know. You may be exaggerating. You may be in an alarmist, like you said. Maybe it's all those knocks on the head working the doors. And it's impaired your powers of observation. But it's not, right? Unfortunately, it's not. I wish it was, right? Unfortunately, it's not. It's real and present. The cultural change is changing our city more and more by the day. This isn't something that's happening every few years. This is changing by the day, because I come down here most days and I can see it. I see what is happening. Given, as I've said, the politicians, they're not prepared to deal with the worries and concerns of the good people of this city regarding its future, regarding what's going to happen if it's not stopped, what's going to happen to our children and grandchildren's inheritance, what's going to happen to their inheritance. The list is endless where the people of this city are worried and concerned. Yet, politicians, Journalists, Liam Thorpe, Liverpool Echo, Ricky Tomlinson, overcoats for refugees, put a few bob in the pocket. They don't want to know. They're silent. Completely silent. They don't want to know. They don't want to address it. And trust me, what you're seeing in this camera, right, in this video, is only a small, tiny amount. Those that work in the city centre, live in the city centre, or shop a lot, they will bear testament to what Joe Owens is saying, right? And what I'm catching in, as I say, my phone camera, is the tip of the iceberg. It's not Joe Owens making this up, it's not Scotch mist, it's cultural mist, and it's real and it's present. And if the politicians don't get a grab of this very soon, it's going to be out of control and irreversible. And we will go the same way London went, right? No more Cockney sparrows fly over London, right? London now is being changed into a completely different city. Again, you MPs that work and live there, you know this only too well. You know London has been changed into something completely different. You know that only too well, yet you're silent as our city undergoes the same fate. And like I've said, what I catch in this video is literally the tip of the iceberg, because I can't turn it round everywhere. I can't show the cultural change in its entirety, right? I can't do that, right? So it is changing our city faster and faster. The politicians, like I've said, they're silent. They don't want to discuss it. Liam Thorpe, the Liverpool Echo, do you believe it's just going to go away? Because it's not going away, you can see it. It's increasing, and these communities now affected by it, like Kensington and Fairfield, top of Smithdown Road, they've got to bear the brunt of it. It's an unfamiliar, unfriendly culture that's been imposed upon them. People with different ways, beliefs, values, standards, right, completely at odds with our Scouse ones. And like I said, vast majority do not want to embrace the Scouse fam, right? They have no intentions of. They'll be following their ways, beliefs, values, culture at the expense of ours. Now, what we do, ladies and gentlemen, we make the word for it, bear with me then, I was thinking of a word. We have to make our voice as loud as possible, if I've said that right, at the forthcoming general election. That's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. We make our voice as loud as possible. I'll be standing in the constituency of Wavertree. I would be honoured, I would love if the people of that community would give Joe Owens their vote. Other candidates, should I say, other constituencies, if you can find a candidate in your constituency that you believe is opposed to further cultural change, then give them your vote. We have to make a stand. We have to stand up and be counted, let's say. We do this at the forthcoming general election. That's how we express our disapproval what is happening to our glorious city. Like I've said, what I catch in this camera is the tip of the iceberg, right? As well as moving in and out of people for obvious reasons, because it's busy. I try to catch as much cultural change as possible, which people obviously can see. They can see what's happening. So it's not Joe Owens making this up. It's not Joe Owens too many knocks on the head working the doors for 27 years. That's impaired my powers of observation. In fact, the complete opposite Our city is being changed, right? We must make a stand. We do that at the forthcoming general election, ladies and gentlemen, because the politicians, Liam Thorpe, Liverpool Echo, so-called Super Scouser, Ricky Tomlinson, they've abandoned us, they've let us down. They're not going to be in our corner for us. They're just going to let a cultural mist descend upon our city, change our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity for good. Once it's changed, ladies and gentlemen, there is no changing it back. It is gone for good. Joe Owens' solution to this is the new arrivals who've made Liverpool their home. They need to embrace the Scouse fam, and you're more than welcome. Those who believe Liverpool can't accommodate their ways, beliefs, value, culture, they need to relocate to a new town or city. Then we close the door. Now, if any of you politicians, any of you journalists, Super Scousers have a counter proposal, I'm all here waiting for it, right? I'm all ears, let's say. But you're not gonna submit a counter proposal, so it's not happening. But if you do, social media, Joe Owens, I'm all ears, if I've said that right. And if I agree with it, I'll agree with it and I'll come and join the cultural changes. But you're not going to submit a counter proposal. You can't. You can't deal with the awful truth. And the awful truth is our city has been culturally changed against our wishes. It's been against the wishes of the majority of people in our city. The majority do not want cultural transformation. No to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. I'm going to go now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, thank you.